Stanza number 23, 24 and 25. Antavattu phalam tesham tadbhavatyalpamedhasam devan devayajo yanti madbhakta yanti mamapi avyaktam vyaktimapannam मन्यन्ते माम बुद्धयः परं भावमजानन्तः ममाव्ययमनुत्तमम् नाहं प्रकाश सर्वस्य योगमाया समावृतः मूढोऽयं नाभिजानाति लोको मामजमव्ययम्. Bhagavan talked about 4 types of devotees: Artha, Jignasu, Artharthi and Jnani. And the main factor of classification among devotees was there are devotees who worship God with desire and devotees who worship God without desire. Sakama Bhakta and Nishkama Bhakta. Nishkama Bhakta is Jnani and Sakama Bhaktas are the other 3. And Bhagavan accepts everyone as devotee who worships him. But even though both are worshipping God and their effort is same as far as worship is concerned, the result is different. One gets impermanent, transient, ephemeral result. Another gets permanent, eternal, infinite result. That is the difference. So, what is it that we want? That we should think. And that is what will decide whether we belong to Sakama Bhakta or Nishkama Bhakta. Then Bhagavan described those Sakama Bhaktas. What do they do? So Bhagavan said, instead of seeking that infinite God, they seek finite things in the form of power, pleasure, or some little gain. May this person be happy with me. That is enough. May that person be happy with me. May I get in good books of so and so. This is all. Whether I am in good books of God, I don't care. This is their objective. Such devotees, they will get what they want, of course given through me alone. I alone give whatever they are seeking, but once that gain is lost, once again they will have to work hard. Sataya shraddhaya yuktaha tasya aradhanamihate labhate chatatah kaman mayaiva vihitan hitan. They attain everything given by me alone, but that phalam is antavattaha. It is limited. Alpamedasam. People of little intellect. And such people, Bhagavan says, they consider me also as finite only. Avyaktam vyaktimapannam manyante mam abuddhaya. So they have really not understood what is the truth, who is God. And they are sometimes not seeking, or that apara prakriti is very, very powerful. Or my Maya, Trigunatmika, with all names and forms, always deludes them. So, Yoga Maya Samavritaha, covered by that Yoga Maya. I am covered by Yoga Maya, but they are not able to see me because they get deluded. I do not get deluded by that. So I had given this example earlier, not in Gita class though. There was one father and son when they were walking together, young boy. And at that time, they saw 3 cops. And there was one guy who was going with them. So cops were there and this one fellow. So the boy asked, who are these people? So father said, cops. And who is that other guy? Thief. Okay. After some time, he saw another day 3 more cops and one guy walking with them. So the boy said, I know who that guy is, thief. Father said, don't shout. He's a politician. So the scenario was same. The 3 thieves, 3 cops and a guy. But in the first case, it was a thief who was controlled by the cops. In second scenario, 3 cops controlled by the politician. That is the difference between Jiva and Ishvara. Jiva is controlled by the 3 gunas. Ishvara is the controller of 3 gunas. Maya is the same. But one controls the Maya, one is controlled by the Maya. So, because of this Maya, people do not know me. Bhagavan now continues that topic. Why people are not able to know that God, that Paramatma, who is beyond entire Prakriti, in the form of what was said as Vasudeva Sarvamiti, right? 19th shloka. That Vasudeva means all-pervading infinite truth. Why people do not know me? So that is said now. Veda